Hi, beautiful souls. This is Lenny from Lenny's Brilliant Sparkling Light. And today is May 14th. And I thought I would do something different, sort of old school. I thought I would record a video and then post it. So I maybe could just be a little more relaxed and pull some cards for us all. And you could just take your time watching it, and I'll be more focused. I won't be distracted by if people come on to watch me because I get sort of nervous. But I'm still going to do that because I know I'm going to get better and better. But today I was inspired to just put some card decks out in front of me and come on and pick us all some cards. So first I'm going to use Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler. And before I do that, I just want to ask, how are you doing? And what are you doing to get your alignment on? What are you doing to stay in your high flying positive vibe as much as possible? And if you're not, that's okay too. I'm not saying that's wrong or anything. There's no judgment. But if you do want to feel good, what are the things that you're doing that maybe you could share with others that help you feel enlivened and more happy and creative? For me, I do share and I love to play the ukulele. I'm learning, and just yesterday I had the thought that, oh my gosh, I'm getting better. I can play whole songs, and I color. I love to color. And what else do I do? Oh gosh, I do so many things. Dance, and I love doing my oracle cards. And of course I meditate. So anyways, I'm just wondering, what do you do to get your alignment on? And our first card came out while I was shuffling, and it's Infinite Abundance. Oh my gosh, abundance is pouring into your life. This is by Denise Lynn, the Sacred Traveler. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is really a theme that's been coming up, I don't know, for me, and I think for the collective as well. Like, abundance is often not just about money. So on the surface, many people out there are probably not getting a paycheck. So on the surface, you might say, oh my gosh, I don't have abundance. But abundance is so much more. Abundance is an abundance of time to spend with the people you love, whoever those people are, your family, your friends, doing things you love. Like for me, I love to take walks by the water. I'm here in beautiful Port Townsend, Washington, and I often go to the water. That's my happy place. Also, abundance could be, I know a lot of people are cooking these days. So abundance could be you're making delicious foods. What else, and you can comment after I post this video, you can comment about what are your different forms of abundance, like abundance of sunshine, or maybe you like the rain better, so you're getting an abundance maybe of rain, or maybe you're just looking out and you're seeing abundance in nature, the trees or the flowers. Or for me, I see birds all the time. There's an abundance of birds and they make me so happy. Like this morning I was talking to a friend on a mastermind call, and a hummingbird, I'm on the second story in a house, and a hummingbird popped up in front of my window and dived back down and popped up. It was like he was like performing for me, and it was so funny and fun. So anyways, I invite you to look at, what do you have an abundance of, even if it's not, and it could be money. Maybe you have an abundance of money, and that's great. Abundance of music, abundance of, laughter or fun or games or, anyways, let's see if there's any extra guidance from the guidebook. But I think that's part of the message for us all. So everything is blossoming and bearing fruit, right? Like when you look outside, you see all the blossoms on the tree, or maybe the leaves on the tree. Open yourself to receive. The prosperity you seek is being activated. A stream of abundances in all areas of life is now ready to flow into your life. And I feel that expectancy. The Creator desires that you prosper. It's our divine right to be prosperous, to have everything we need and want. Take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not the time to passively wait for prosperity to fall into your lap. So I think it's great to take inspired action, but there is a point when you're going to be motivated to do something. Like I did all these things I loved, and then I loved doing these videos, so I was motivated to do this video. The sacred traveler would like you to know, wants you to know, life goes in cycles. There are times when the fields lay fallow, and there are times of harvest. Right now, you're moving towards a harvest time to receive an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that, like abundance of just friends and family and people you love. And even if they're not like physically right there, maybe there's just people you can think about from right now or the past that you just love. However, you must first know that you deserve it, and you do. Yeah, that's always, a tricky one to really tap into, that you're worthy and good enough. And it reminds me of the Louise Hay mirror work. I was talking with a friend about that, about how in her video, You Can Heal Your Life, one of the women who healed herself of a health issue, she decided to do Louise's affirmation, I love and accept myself, or I love and approve of myself. And but she wanted to do it many, many, many times a day. But she said when she first started, she'd start to say it, I love, and the second word would just escape her. It was so foreign to say, I'm enough, I love and approve of myself. And Louise suggests doing that in the mirror, but however you can do that, to just really integrate the knowing that we are all divine beings. We're pure spirit having a human experience, and we're just worthy. We don't have to prove it or do anything to be good enough. We already are perfect, whole, and complete. So let's see what else is here. There are times on the journey when life is fallow, but in the times of harvest, the sacred traveler shares the bounty and even volunteers to help others bring in their crops. This is the time to give deeply and fully of who you are and what you have, for the more you truly give, the more you receive. And that's what I mean, when I was saying I was so inspired, I just love giving oracle readings. Yes, it's so fun to get paid to do them, but I love to give little mini readings, and people, I love people, I love the joy they experience when something resonates with them. I just love being of contribution and being a gift. And I know people, and what they share when I do a reading, that always is a gift to me. So anyways, what are your gifts? Maybe you read cards as well, or maybe you have other gifts, Reiki or smiling, or maybe there's some craft or cooking, or you're a coach, whatever is your gift, we can share it. So as you focus on gratitude, it's a universal law that the more you truly give, the more you receive. It's a universal law. So as you focus on, and I'm going to pause and say appreciation for what you already have, your abundance will grow in leaps and bounds. Yes, I believe that. And I think there's just a higher vibration of the word appreciation over gratitude. So I like to think of appreciation. And every day, most days, I write at least 3 to 5 things I really appreciate. So here's our first card, and just, when you're able, take a few minutes and take a few deep centering breaths and tap into what the message is for you, because maybe it's what I've said, but maybe it's a little variation of that message. So that's just perfect. So our next card, I think I'm going to use our Animal Dreaming deck by Scott Alexander King. I often use this beautiful deck. And we're going to see what animal wants to come forward today. And that was another thing I was going to ask, are you getting messages from spirit, from the animals, from the plants? I think I shared this on my previous video, but if I didn't, one day a raven walked like 4 or 5 blocks with me. And it was like this magical moment, this magical message. And I actually was trying to video the little raven, and it's so funny because somebody walked up behind me and even noticed it and made a comment like, oh, I don't want to scare off your friend, he's following you, he's walking with you. And that's not usual behavior. So then I can meditate and tap into what is the the message there. And I think just the message that, that spirit's always around and that there's magic everywhere. But we'll see if something more comes to me. So yeah, maybe you can comment or share what messages are you getting from the animal or plant world. And we can get messages from the plant world as well. So our next card is the emu. Oh my gosh, it's 12, which is a number 3, which 3 has to do with creativity and communication. And the word on the card is endurance. But let's read more and see what that's all about. Wow, beautiful. Oh, it's a solar influence creature. So that solar is the sun. Emu speaks of the responsibility afforded to fathers who find themselves raising their children single-handedly. Emu dreaming lends itself to the teaching of effective parenting skills and endurance that is required to execute the role, especially under difficult conditions. Well, if a lot of you are parents, even if you're not single fathers or single mothers, maybe that speaks to you, but let's hear, there's always more to the message, so let's hear the rest. The emu, being a grounded, flightless bird, offers real and practical relief to the single father. As a yang totem, emu demonstrates the practical skills needed to guide and raise a child when the nurturing and protective energies of the mother are absent. And I'm going to pause and say, maybe that's even our own inner child that they're talking about. Emu offers the resilience needed to cope with the day-to-day tasks that tire and exhaust, especially when a job or career is extracurricular to the responsibility of the parenting. So, here I'm going to take off my glasses just so it's easier to see. Alternatively, the emu can also assist the single mother by offering the masculine support lacking if the father is absent, so that her energies may be preserved and rejuvenated. By invoking the support of the male emu spirit, the children will sense the presence of male energy. Pressure will be alleviated for the mother and stamina sustained. Assuming that the emu energy is being radiated through the heart of the mother or the residual energy of their absent father, the children will acknowledge the harmony created within the relationship that they have with their mother. Emu dreaming subsequently renders the mother's role more grounded, balanced, and less emotional, particularly if the role of the single mother is new. So I bet there's a lot of people experiencing that right now. You'll have to comment if that resonates. So if emu has strolled into your cards today, look at how you're holding up physically and emotionally to the stresses of life. Perhaps you need to pace yourself better so you're able to maintain a manageable level of endurance. Emu promotes a holistic approach to life that incorporates a healthy mind, healthy body philosophy while encouraging you to seize personal quiet time for replenishment whenever you are able. I think that's great guidance for us all to replenish and have quiet time to ourselves, especially if you're in a household with many people. I'm here, I have an apartment to myself, I'm really blessed. But if you're with, say a household of 5 or more people or 4 or more, whatever, maybe everyone, for just an hour can go into separate rooms, or maybe some of the people can go take a walk while one of the people, they rotate who gets to have the house to themselves for some quiet time. So emu demonstrates how to integrate the positive and supportive aspects of both our yin and yang aspects by drawing their wisdom into everything we do, thus enriching our view of the world and our place and that of our children within it. So whether it be, yourself and your inner children or your actual children or family, just take a deep breath and see and look what part of this message is meant for you today. I invite you to try it on. So far we got infinite abundance, the abundance of everything, and the balance of the masculine and feminine energy, the emu. And I'm going to pick us another card. I have a third deck here. It's called Conscious Spirit by, I want to say the wrong name, just 1 minute, Kim Dreyer. I was going to say I always used to use Animal Spirit from Kim Kranz, And I don't have that with me right now. And I don't know that they have an app out for that yet because I have many decks on my phone, but that isn't one of them. So sometimes I'm really missing that. But since I'm a traveler, I sort of had to, you know, pare it down to a certain number of decks for ease of traveling and space and all that. So let's see who wants to come forward today. And I've been getting a lot of beautiful synchronicities with this beautiful deck lately as I use it. And don't forget, if you ever need to, we can just, you know, always take a few moments to just close your eyes, if you'd like, gently, if you're not driving, and just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth to just sort of center and ground and connect back to the divine essence, the divine light that's already within your heart. Oh my gosh, this is so great. This card is movement, movement meditation number 32. And I was just telling my friend, and I did shuffle these cards. It's so funny. So maybe the message is not just for me. I told my friend I picked this just maybe last night or the other day. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. And the message for me, what it seemed to be was the cards and message just seemed to pop out at me to just go take a walk and move my body. And I do often dance, but I just paid extra attention to moving the energy. And my teacher and fellow soul goddess sister, Denise Lynn, she just did a video talking about shaking to move energy. And that's actually really fun too. I don't know if you've ever tried it. She, I can't remember the background of it all, but you can put on some music or not. And there's a lot of modalities that sort of incorporate this, but you just, you know, you shake your arms and your legs, you can shake your head, and you can shake your whole body. You can shake, if you're a belly dancer, you know how you can shake your hips or shake your glutes. And you just shake. You're shaking off the old energy. You're shaking off old beliefs. You're just shaking and allowing the new energy to come in. So if any of you feel resonant with that, maybe you'll try something that speaks to you, dancing or walking or skipping or running, you know, any kind of movement that speaks to you with the kind of music you love. And let's see if there's any other guidance in the book. I think I was telling my friend that in this case, I felt most of the message was from the card itself. You know, it's talking to people that you know, energy stagnate if there's a lack of motion, and it can be, you know, it can be on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, you know, levels. So this card might indicate that you're not getting enough movement or exercise, or, you know, on the other side, you could be getting too much, but also maybe you need to walk in nature. Maybe you need to dance. Mental movement and action are just as important, so start a new hobby or study further. So maybe you're not being as mentally challenged now in these unique times. So like I'm learning Dutch, you know, maybe you might do something that sort of challenges your brain. Do something that you've always wanted to do. If you're an exercise junkie, this card could tell you to maybe slow down a little bit and not to overtax yourself. So, and also there's things to look at, like yoga and Tai Chi or Qigong are really great workouts for the body and the mind and the spirit and the soul. Yeah, so I think it's actually incorporating that balance too of the emu, about the physical movement, the balance, and that there's abundance all around. Like as we change our perspective and we really tap into all the good, all the positive and loving things there are around us, when we tap into the true abundance of life, then we're free to do the things we need to do to take care of ourselves, to get rest that's replenishing, and we're able to be energized to, you know, whether it be play with our children or play with our inner child or teach our children, and or nurture them, and, you know, just tapping into that movement as well, moving our body, mind, our emotions, and spirit. And let me see, do I have any other cards? I actually have one more deck, so that will be a treat. I usually don't do this many cards at once, so I'm going to end here with the Samadhi Oracle by Jess and Sahil Permeswar. And let's see what beautiful card wants to come forward for us today. The back of the deck looks like this. Lakshmi, prosperity with our infinite abundance. Oh my gosh. And our Emu, number 13 and 32 for the meditation movement. Let's just see with a little extra guidance. I know Lakshmi is, again, more than just money. It's prosperity at all levels. And Lakshmi's holding lotus flowers, and it's associated with those colors like the greens and the pinks and the vibrant colors, which energy is moving, and we're prosperous, and we relax into knowing who we truly are. So there's just a little bit here, but let me go ahead and read. There's sort of like a little poem. Magnificent Lakshmi Devi, floating on petals of pink lotus flower, every material and spiritual intention known. 4 arms, 4 goals of human life, ethics, wealth, love, and liberation. In her presence, grace and splendor. Feel thankful and be blessed with wealth, fortune, and prosperity. And there again, be thankful, appreciation. And I think like liberation is like freedom, like we're always free. So dear one, every precious moment of your life is an opportunity to give thanks, and I'll add to appreciation to the divine for all those dear to your heart, your experiences, everything you possess and all that you are. With gratitude, become as natural, effortless, and essential to your being as breathing. All the riches of the cosmos become most tangible, and great affluence follows. So welcome abundance into your life by chanting Goddess Lakshmi's mantra, which is Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. And it's I bow to Goddess Lakshmi. But really, in present day, just call on this beautiful Goddess Lakshmi, to help with you if you're feeling challenged. Start your list of appreciation. And, if you can't think of anything, everyone has probably just one thing even they love or they appreciate. But if you don't, then look outside of you. Look to nature. Look to the sunshine or lack of sunshine. Maybe you love the rain or the rain puddles or the green grass or the trees or the sand. Some people love the dirt because they can make mud pies, So I think these were just such beautiful messages, and take some time to integrate them into your personal message, your knowing. And as always, I hope you like this reading. If you'd like a personal card for you, I'd be happy to do it on my next video. So just comment, underneath. And just have a beautiful day, and just look at, what are the practices you do to get your alignment on. So until next time, lots of love. Ciao.